In today's video, I'm going to show you my top 3 strategies that are non-instant training friendly. If you guys are wanting to get a new PB on the Scorched crab, you want to get that legendary trophy for the first time, you want to reach diamond for the first time, these 3 strategies will help get you there, even if you haven't got instant training. So as always with Mega Crab, the trophies are always the same at stage 10, 20, 40, 60, and 70 for the different trophies. Obviously, you can only get legendary if you've already got diamond from last year. The boosts are as follows. So it's obviously going to be a life leech boost, which is the same as what it always is on Scorched crab. We do have the Scorcher life leech tribe as well, which is the one thing that is a little bit different about this one over than previous crabs. We don't normally have a life leech tribe as well as life leech perk from the crab. So I'm not sure what's happening there. But anyway, the stages boost are stages 1 to 9, you're going to get 50%. 10 to 19 is 75%, 20 to 29 is 100%, then it goes to 125%, 150%, 175%, and then from stage 60 onwards, you're going to get 200% life leech boost from crab on its own. And from what I've been told, the life leech boost from crab and the tribes do stack, but I've also heard a few people say that it doesn't, so I don't actually know. I don't think it's going to matter by the time you get to stage 60 anyway. That 200% life leech is going to be crazy all on its own. If you do get the extra bit from tribes as well, then that's just a Brucey bonus. We're going to have the explosive drones as our temporary gunboat ability. They're good for distraction if your critters are expensive. Just keep that in mind, they're not going to be great. You're better off throwing them in behind your troops, letting them activate there, and then they'll run through the troops and into the line of defenses. It's about the only way you can make use of them without having to spend extra GBE on smokes and stuff. The statues, if you're looking to change your statues for this one, this is my recommendation. It's 183, so 1 GBE, 8 troop damage, and 3 troop health. There's the trophy for this one, is obviously the Scorched Flame trophy. Let's jump into these attack strategies that I recommend for this one. I've got 3 for you that I think are instant training friendly, especially if you're only aiming for, stage 60 for diamond or stage 70 for legendary. These 3 troop combos will get you there. Start off with the obvious one, first of all, which is going to be all Scorchers. So all Scorchers and then taunt. Obviously, only having 1 GBE statue, you are going to have to make some GBE back before you can drop the last 2 boats, which isn't a big deal. 2 per boat for most people. Just those first 6 boats are going to be more than enough anyway. But then once you gain some GBE back, you can start using some shocks, get those last couple of boats down. The cryo bombs, which will slow the shock launches and things like that down for a while before you need to start using shocks on them. Banking up as much GBE as you possibly can. The thing you can do with Scorchers and bullet taunt is you can flare into between different defenses, activating taunt, which will keep the Scorchers safe because obviously all the defenses and that are going to target bullet. So you can feel comfortable flaring between defenses to take out key ones like the Doom Cannon, like the shock launchers, shock blasters, things like that. Keep activating taunt on the way through. All the defenses won't target the Scorchers, they will focus on bullet whilst the Scorchers take these key defenses down. And then you can just let them go their own way. They'll take on all the defenses at the same time. They'll burn a nice big pocket for you to clear a little free snipe maybe, or continue flaring around the core, killing off all the defenses until you get yourself a nice little free snipe where you can finish off core. Okay, so troop combo number 2 is going to be Scorchers and Gramps, or Scamps, whatever you want to call it. Again with bullet, but this time I'm going to be taking shock knuckles. The trick to this one is obviously like same again really. Think about like heavy Zuka with the heavies out front as the meat shield, and then the Zukas out the back doing the damage. That's the same principle here. We've got the Scorchers out front being the meat shield, and then the Gramps are in the back are the ones taking on and doing all the damage and stuff. Scorchers obviously do quite a lot of damage as well, so there's that as well, and that's a bonus. Spread them out, let them clear their way through all the defenses. Gramps and that will spread out quite nicely and take on a whole row of defenses at a time on their own. You can then use shock knuckles to spread out the shocks, lots of defenses at the same time. You are obviously going to need to pin down things like Simmos, because they will target the Gramps over anything else once they come into range. Either use your GBE shocks or shock knuckles to target that stuff. The one thing you do need to be careful with shock knuckles, however, though, is as you can see there, they will shock their own troops. So you can end up shocking your own Scorchers. It's not a big deal because, like I said, the Gramps are the ones here doing the majority of the damage. However, when the Scorchers are shocked, they can't burn anything, which means they won't be able to get any life leech ability. So if you do end up getting them shocked, they are going to end up losing a bit of health. Shock Knuckles is great for keeping everything behind the core shocked up as well. You can see where Bullet placed himself there right in front of the core. The Shock Knuckles will take on everything behind the core. And then it's literally just a case of clearing a nice little free snipe. Once everybody's in position, you can flare the back so that the Gramps are now safe, and then flare onto core. And then once you're in this position here, they will literally just hang out there and pound away on core. Then you will be able to see that down on the Scorcher at the back there, that Scorcher is indeed out healing the two boom cannons and all the rocket launchers, which are taking on pounding away on it. The life leech ability there is out healing all of that incoming damage. I don't have the tribes boosted on this. This is just from Crab perk of 200%. So Scorchers are going to be clutch for protecting Gramps or anything else for that matter. My third and final troop combo is very similar to the Scorcher Gramps. This one is Scorchers and Tanks, or otherwise known as Skanks. This one we're going to be taking Bullet and Energy Drink, and it's very much same sort of story as the Scorcher Gramps. The trick with this one is to keep Bullet and the Scorchers out front as the meat shield, and Tanks out the back will spread out nicely, take on plenty of defenses at a time. See there, I'm using the drones to clear out a couple of those cryo bombs. You can see there the Scorchers are out front with Bullet. They're taking on all the cannons and stuff. They're taking all of the incoming damage from all the defenses, as well as out healing it with the life leech, I might add. Again, this is only with the stage boost. I haven't got the tribes boosted on this account. And yeah, it's literally just a case of letting them free clear, finding their own path, let them spread out a little bit. The tanks will deal damage to absolutely everything, as well as the Scorchers taking all the damage coming in. The thing you do need to remember with this loadout, again, very similar again with the Scorcher Gramps loadout, don't let them get flanked. If you need to regroup, reflare them down tight, let them spread out again to get the Scorchers back out in front. When the clock starts getting down and you need to get through those shield gens and that, a little regrouping flare, you know, somewhere in the vicinity where you know they're going to spread out and take on the gens and stuff is all you need to do. Again, they'll all regroup. They are going to take a little bit of damage. The tanks are going to take a bit of damage here, just until the Scorchers and Bullet get back out front again, and change target and stuff and get in between all the defenses and that. But once they are, you can see there that the tanks and that are all safe and sound, nice and clumped up. We can get a med kit on them all together nicely. They'll chew through the shield gens real quick, and then once the shield gens are down, it's only a couple of seconds until the core will follow. So there it is, guys. There's my top 3 troop combos that you should be using for the Scorched Crab. All Scorcher based in some way or another, with maybe a couple of other troops. Don't forget though, there are going to be stages where this might not be ideal, and something like RZCM might be a better option. If your goal is only to reach, you know, stages 60 or 70 for the trophies, then it doesn't really matter. You won't need to change to specialized troops for those specific layouts. You can just 2-hit them if you have to or whatever, and you'll still get there with plenty of attacks to spare. So keep that in mind. These aren't going to take you to the global leaderboard on their own. They are literally just to help you get those trophies if that's what you're in for. I'll see you at the weekend for the Mega Crab live stream. In the meantime, guys, like, comment and subscribe. Use code BBTFRG. You can always check out the Patreon or become a channel member to help support us and do what we do. But in the meantime, guys, that's it. I'm out. I'll catch you later. Peace.